Hey guys, Wolfie here with a special presentation for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Amiens Global for the 22nd of June 2020. If you're in or near the United States, this will be the 23rd of June 2020. Everywhere else, this will be the preview of the end of June/July calendar for the global side of the game. This is going to be, the information is coming straight from the Square Enix Twitch stream. So if you have Twitch and you missed it, you might want to check it out on your own time. But with that out of the way, this is going to be my opinion only. I will be ending this video a little bit different, and it will be the predictions for the August calendar, and this is going to be on top of the final thoughts here. So keep in mind that this is my opinion only. And with that out of the way, I'll meet you guys at the home screen as always. Okay, I am back, and we're going to go straight into maintenance information. This will happen Wednesday morning from 8 to 10:30 a.m. UTC. For those of you in the Central Daylight Time Zone like I am, this will be from 3 to 5:30 in the morning on the 24th of June, which is Wednesday. Which is good at all. This is standard operating procedures on that. We're going to go into the stream rewards before I go any further. Now, it is the usual rewards from the stream. 3,000 gems, 10 armor tokens, 20 draw tickets, and 1 power stone. That's going to be coming later on this week. We're going to be getting some additional rewards from the Final Fantasy Portal app points campaign collaboration. So this is what we're getting for sure. And this is subtracting the last goal here. So to reiterate, the Portal app points campaign collab, we are at least getting 10 relics of all knowledge, 10 draw tickets, 10 armor tokens, and 3 weapon tokens at the very least. So this is what we will be getting some point next week, or early on the week after that. So if we do reach the 1,200,000 points milestone, we will also be getting 100 of the tier 4 shards in each color, alongside 50 of the tier 5 shards in each color. So, what's going to go on after maintenance? So, after maintenance, which again is the 24th of June, is going to be the character enhancement boards for the following: Lena for Final Fantasy V, Cyan for Final Fantasy VI, Fujin for Final Fantasy VIII, Yida for Final Fantasy XIV, Prompto for Final Fantasy XV, Prish for Final Fantasy XI, Alphino for Final Fantasy XIV, Freya for Final Fantasy IX, and Saver for Final Fantasy VIII. Now, on my personal notes, I do have stars next to Lena and Freya because those two, up to this point, are fully done. That's all you need to know there. But those two will be my targets for the next batch of points. Because the way I do the character enhancement boards, I want to make sure they're at least purple with the weapon before I use any of the points. Because it's going to be a waste for me if I were to use any of the points on characters I'm nowhere near ready to use them on. And by that, I don't have one of their passives. And by passives, weapon passives. So alongside those 9 characters for who are getting their character enhancement boards, we will be seeing the lines for the character enhancement boards being available, which is awesome because according to the previous stream, not the one from earlier, but the stream from before that previewed the June calendar, was that there was going to be a quote-unquote delay. Not surprised. So we are getting the lines to help complete the boards. Now here, in addition to all that, we will be seeing cutscene additions. We have autoplay, the UI hide. I particularly don't care about that. Now, the following 2 items, one of them has a bit of a story behind it, but I'm going to go into the first one of the 2, which is Abyss Normalis. This is, we are getting some new tiers into this one, tiers 4 through 6. This will go live on Global on the 25th of June. All dates here are UTC time zone wise. So now we're going to have this little, it'll require That's going to be the addition to those 3 tiers. Excuse me. So that's something I'm looking forward to, personally. Now, what's also coming from on the 25th of June will be Act 2, Chapter 9. This will be the global debut of Cloud of Darkness for Final Fantasy III. Now, this will feature the following for Kefka. He will be getting the alternate costume alongside a rework, and his EX gets realized. Now, let's keep in mind here, this does have a limited time co-op. However, this lacks a free multi-pull. And there is an incident to take note of here involving Cloud of Darkness on the JP side. So what happened, it was a short time before Cloud of Darkness was confirmed on JP as the Act 2 Chapter 9 character, was that the people over at Altema, and this is according to Stingren, that Altema put a photo of Cloud of Darkness on their website as the Act 2 Chapter 9 character. Now, the timing that they did this was before it was confirmed. And this is one of those reasons why I don't really trust Altema with certain things, because it's like, some people could interpret that as a form of data mining. And you all know how the game is on data mining stance-wise. So that is that on that with Cloud of Darkness in Act 2, Chapter 9. Do know that Ultimate put a photo of Cloud of Darkness on their website before they got confirmed on JP. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to go into the 29th of June. This will have the launch chapter for Aphmo for Final Fantasy XI. Aphmo will be getting her rework. This is the final launch chapter where a new EX weapon shows up. Because every launch chapter after that will have returning EX weapons. Now, alongside Aphmo's EX weapon getting the debut, she will also get a rework. And the EX weapon will be realizable. Now, alongside Aphmo's EX, Lion's EX will also get realizable. And with this particular banner, I will be pulling and I will be going after both EX weapons. Because I missed out on Lion from the first time around, and I actually had to use Porm in the Aphmo event co-op. So that's it on that. So with that bit out of the way, we're going to go into the July information in sense of like sales, all that good stuff here. Is that on this is from the 1st of July through the 1st of August. We're going to have varying sales. Some of the most notable will be the weapon enhancement chests, which means you get, whenever these come around, you get these 4 times. It's $20 a piece. Then you get yourself a red ingot, some power stones, alongside some EX power orbs, and 3,000 gems. So you get those 4 times, so it's a grand total of 12,000 gems, 4 of the red ingots, and you guys can figure out the rest with the power stones and the EX power orbs. So this will come twice, so you have a grand total of 8 buys of that. Now, also will be the triple effect bundles, where it's like the Tome of Whatever, the Artifact of All Knowledge. Those, you have to have gems to purchase those. Now, I will say here, opinion-wise, with the triple effect and even the double effect stuff, is that I wish there was another way to go about these besides gems. Because if you're using gems for too many things, you're pushing too much on relying on tickets for luck. And that really needs to change. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, alongside that, we're going to be seeing the return of Coupon Card Mini 1 and Coupon Card Mini 2. Like I said before, in varying videos, this needs to be a permanent addition in the game. Now, we're going to see stickers throughout the month, some old, some new. And it's all good. Now we're going to go into the first character event for July, which is Narsh for Final Fantasy XI. This is the 6th through the 20th of July. This will feature the following for Garnet from Final Fantasy IX. She will be getting a rework, and as well as her EX gets a realization, as well as her EX animation gaining a rework. This will have a free multiple in it. So this is pretty exciting. So for those, for this particular banner, I'm completely on the fence for, because I'm just trying to monitor my resources, all that stuff. But this does feature a free multiple. Now, speaking of free multiples, we're going to be seeing 8 of them all together regarding which banners will be getting the free multi. So we do know that Altema will be one of the 8. Now, regarding the Summer Festival, which is the 1st through the 29th of July, we'll have the following. Though there will be a aspect in the World of Illusions, Carpal Ghost Treasures, with a chance to meet up with a magic pot. You do what it wants you to do, whether it be Brave Attack or HP Attack. Boom. You win that fight, and you get triple the items. Now, there's going to be a daily token foray for the month of July. This is a little bit of a different theme, so it is an ongoing thing for the daily token foray. It is permanent. It's monthly. The themes do change, so that's that on that. There's also going to be panel missions, like that's special for the event. And this should run alongside the usual 2 panels per month. So we're going to be seeing like at least 4 books that way. And by the 4 books, the 4 red books with the red ingots, and the 4 blue books with the blue ingots. So we're going to be seeing that. And I'm sure that's going to be the maximum number for the month of July. So anyway, we're going to be seeing this particular, I want to say it's a co-op. It's called Summer Incursion. There's going to be 3 waves of this: Summer Incursion 1, Summer Incursion 2, Summer Incursion 3. This runs every 9 to 10 days. And these 3 quote-unquote co-ops will have a free multi in them each. So for the first 4 banners with the free multiple in it, it's Altema, Summer Incursion number 1, Summer Incursion number 2, and Summer Incursion number 3. Now, Summer Incursion number 3 will have a rerun event for RNA from Final Fantasy 15. This goes up to only the level 50 difficulty fight. Meaning that if you've gotten her... Let me pause this real quick. I'm back, so my screen went black a little bit. So when it comes to Aranea, if you have everything from her during her Global First event, you will not be able to get her rewards again. So the 2 copies of her 35 CP armor and the 1 copy of her 15 CP weapon, it's only available if you missed on it the first time around. So with that, we do know that that particular banner, the 3rd Summer Incursion banner, will not have a rework for her. So that's that on that. So we're going to go into the Dimensions and Entropy. This is early mid-July. And there is a challenge that comes along with the 13th tier. Now the challenge is that depending on how many tiers you've perfected, you get varying rewards. So depending on the number of so let's just say here you've only perfected the first tier, so you're going to get 1 red book, 20 red nuggets to make the red ingots, and 500 gems. So that's the first. That's for that. For those who completed through the, let's just put it like this. So this part of the this challenge is only through the most of July and ends on the 29th of July, because honestly, yeah, this is pretty much free to play paradise sort of thing. And unfortunately for me, I'm forced to miss out because of personal reasons outside of the game, alongside my day job getting busier. So this is something I will be forced to miss out on. Now, on the 13th of July, we'll be going live on Global. Ultimate Alexander just has the level 70 and the level 100 co-op. This will have the following as special synergy: Rosa from Final Fantasy IV, Furion from Final Fantasy II, Raijin from Final Fantasy VIII, Tidus from Final Fantasy X, Ash from Final Fantasy XII, and Sans from Final Fantasy XIII. This will have the alternate costume for Tidus alongside a rework and EX weapon debut for Raijin and Saz. I will say this right now, Saz is the prize because of his rework. The thing is with Raijin, he's good in his own right, but he does get the 80/80 awakening before everybody else on this particular synergy. So that's that on that. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to go into the Charlotta Lost Chapter, which is the 20th of July. This features the following for Ridian: her rework, EX realization, and a rework of her EX animation. Now, if you've seen this already on YouTube, it's super sweet. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, the 24th of July through the 7th of August will be the global debut of Trade for Final Fantasy Type 0. This will have a rework and EX realization for Quistis for Final Fantasy 8. And if there's one thing I'm going to go after in that banner, it is Trey's kit, because I have everything else for the other two, being Quistis and Fran. Now, we're going to go into thoughts and opinions on some stuff. And this is where the gloves come off. Now, when it comes to, before I get into that, I'm going to go off speculation on the other 4 banners where the free multi-pull is going to show up. Now, 2 of them are going to be tied to Ultimate Alexander. The 3rd is going to be Charlotta's Lost Chapter. And the 8th and final banner will more than likely be Trey's global debut. So that's that on that. Now, like I said, the gloves are really going to come off. So I got quite irritated when people mentioned the whole thing with Cater. Now, if you looked at the slides, you'll have noticed there was no information on Cater's rework. Now, Cater's rework is said to be a highly anticipated one because she, like Cloud of Darkness, is capable of clearing, I wouldn't say clearing, soloing at least a few dimensions and entropy, which frees the other units up. This is something that people don't really understand. Now, with Cloud of Darkness, she's also capable of soloing Ultimate Alexander Chaos. If you don't believe me, just look up the YouTuber known as Faye and Nephis. They actually have a video with the proof. And there's another unit who you can solo Ultimate Alexander Chaos with, and that's actually Lightning, but you need some special setup with her. And again, Faye and Nephis has the proof. So that's the thing people tend to not realize regarding Cloud of Darkness as well as Cater. Now, the thing is with Cater, what pissed me the fuck off is that some people on the stream had some type of nerve assuming that she's going to be one of the first 2 Summer Incursion banners. And here is my response to that. If that were really the case, there would have been some indication on the slides where it said Cater rework or her photo with that information. That's something we did not see. And there's something with this community that pisses me the fuck off, is that a lot of people have a habit of assuming things. Do not assume. You're making yourselves look like a pompous ass. And for anybody who puts in their video about Cater's rework, you better retract that shit right now, because you're just making yourselves look like an ass. Now, and I say it like that because I've been guilty of providing wrong information myself. So this is something I'm just as guilty of, but it's something I'm willing to call out when the occasion needs it. So that's the whole thing with Cater. We do not know if she's going to get her rework in July. Now, another thing that kind of irked me was around the 29-minute, 18-minute mark. 29-minute, 18-second mark, give or take, because Glacy kind of disappointed me. Because when she's telling people to not procrastinate on the Dimension's End, I think she's kind of joining the bandwagon of assuming things. Where assuming things makes everybody look like an ass. And this is really disappointing. Because you can't assume that everybody's staying home. When there are people out there, like myself, who is an essential worker, that actually has to leave the house to go to work every day. In my case, 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday. And some of us nowadays, during a pandemic, are working longer hours. So this is telling people to not procrastinate something. You really have to look at your player base and ask yourself, is that really true? Because that's not. It's far from the truth. And another thing here I do want to point out is that some of the hate I've noticed on Aranea in the stream is pretty fucking appalling. This is why people need to play their pace, their way, with who they like. If Aranea is their best unit, let them use Aranea in a fucking co-op. What the fuck is wrong with that? I mean, I personally do not mind having the Aranea in my co-op. If I use the whole thing with the co-op goal to for like wanted characters that boosted the boosted characters. If somebody brings an Aranea and I have to go for like boosted characters wanted, if Aranea wants to show up in my co-op, I'll let them play because Aranea is their best character. I mean, part of the community, we need to grow the fuck up. Now, rant set aside, we're going to go into the predictions for the August calendar. Now, I did mention the whole thing with Cater, and the reason why I do not think Cater will be part of July is that she will be part of the August calendar. And Cater will be the final person on the existing roster to get her EX weapon. And the reason why I worded it like that on purpose is because we do know that Raijin and Saz will get theirs with Ultimate Alexander. Now with Cater, it's another story. Now, unless it is confirmed in the in-game news that she is going to be part of Summer Excursion 1 or 2 banner, it's safe to say that she'll be part of the August calendar. So that's that on that. And then when it comes down to the character enhancement boards leading up to August will be the following. Charlotta, Rydia, Quistis, Garnet, Aphmo, Lion, Raijin, Saz for sure. Now I put in here Kefka as a question mark because Global could do something surprising and put him in early. But we don't know for sure. And that's the beauty of things. That's the beauty of things. It's like Global does whatever they want. Now, alongside that, Cater's rework and the character enhancement boards leading up into the month of August, we'll be seeing changes to the multi-pull rate, as well as how you get stuff on the multi-pulls themselves. Now, with that out of the way, I want to go into the whole thing with the rates itself. So, we're going to go into Kaisa's banner here to give a little insight as to what I mean. Now, in the past, we do know that we have here virtually every 15 CP weapon available in the game up to this point. With that being said, once comes August in certain banners, the off-banner 15 CP weapons will go away from the banners. And this will join the World of Illusions weapons as to what you can grab from the shop. Now you notice here that, like I said, this is every 15 CP weapon that's not the World of Illusions gear. So once comes stuff like Squall's LD Emperors and even Shantoto's LD Emperors, which I predict will be part of the August calendar, is that the off-banner golds will be no more. And the rates will, in fact, change. So this is the updated... This is probably going to be the updated multi-pull rates, so to speak. So for burst weapon is going to be 3%. The LD weapon will be at 5%. The EX weapon will be at 7%. And with the 15 and 35, again, it's just on banner stuff. It's still going to be at 10% from my understanding. And the way the orbs are for multi-pulls are going to be drastically different when it comes to stuff like Squall's Burst Weapon and Shantoto. Now, if the orb starts gold, when you do a multi-pull, or even a ticket pull, you are guaranteed at least an EX weapon. There's going to be a different animation also coming along when you know it's a burst weapon. So, to reiterate here, there's going to be a change to not only the multi-pull rates, but what's going to be included in the multi-pull itself. So, with that out of the way, there's going to be another change, and that is the summon board points farming. Now, I'm going to go show you guys my actual in-game rank to help explain things here, because with the change in the summon board points farming, this will rely on your in-game rank. If you're above the in-game rank of 801 like I am, you are good to go because you get the best multiplier. Now, the lowest multiplier is if you're below the rank of 201. Now, if it's like between 201 and 800, you get a decent multiplier. But for me, this is the reason why I've been working on my in-game rank for the longest time. Is that not so that I can say, hey, I'm the highest in-game rank. For me, is that I just don't want to spend too much. I want to spend as little time as possible when it comes to farming the summon board points. So this I do feel will be part of the August calendar. Now, with that bit all out of the way, what are my final thoughts? Now, Glacy, like I said, I am extremely disappointed with you. And I want to be as kind and ladylike as I can. The worst thing anybody can do is assume things about the entire player base. Some of it could be true, but don't assume that everybody's staying home. Because granted, people procrastinate in certain aspects for a game for a very legitimate reason. And this kind of shows that you might not care as much about the game or the community as people think you do. Now, for those assuming about Cater, you should be ashamed of yourselves. It's because you think it's going to be part of something that wasn't on the slides, doesn't mean it's true. Cater still could be a part of the August calendar like I am predicting. Because if it's not on the slides, don't assume it's something they've hidden as a fact. And I say this is because I've been guilty of spreading false information myself. Now, for the people hating on RNA, shame on you. Let people bring who they want into any co-op. And honestly, that's all I have for today. With Wolvie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.